For those of you who didn't know, now even Husky is playing League of Legends. The StarCraft 2 commentator has been playing some games and uploading some commentaries to his gameplay YouTube channel and reaching out to others asking for tips, collaborations with pro players, and other stuff like that. Well, as many of you know, I was hugely into StarCraft 2 before I started playing League, and I was a big Husky fan too, so I was looking around my channel for some tips or tricks that I could show him and realized I don't really have any videos for anybody new to League of Legends. So that's what this is going to be. This is going to be my guide to help those of you who are just learning League of Legends. Whether you're new yourself or you have a friend who's trying to get into the game, here are my 5 biggest pieces of advice, my 5 tips for you, things that even upper gold players forget sometimes. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Number 5 is just a bit of a technicality sort of thing. In League, you have to unlock things by leveling from 1 to 30, like runes, masteries, and game types. One of the things you want to do, though, is avoid buying runes until you're at least level 20. Contrary to what others may think, League is not pay to win. You have to earn these with IP that you earn from playing games, and by the time you get to any sort of competitive level, you'll have more than enough IP to get plenty of runes and champions. But for right now, you're going to be limited to weaker versions of runes until you hit level 20, so it's best to not waste your hard-earned IP on these runes that'll become obsolete once you continue leveling. Maybe that paragraph made no sense to you. I have no idea how bad I'm explaining this, but just trust me here. Don't buy these until you hit level 20 or above. My number 4 tip is play against other players as soon as you possibly can once you reach level 5. As a bit of a veteran to this game, I had maybe 10 friends who I started playing with when we were all introduced to the game 3 years ago, who once bot games were introduced with co-op versus AI, they all quit playing versus other players. Now they only play versus bots in either custom games or co-op versus AI, and they're very low-rated players who aren't very good at the game because of it. Make sure you play against other players as soon as you can. That's the best way to get better at the game. Don't be scared just because people say League has a bad community. In all honesty, at least in my opinion, they're exaggerating, and your games probably won't have much talking at all until you reach at least level 10 to 15. And the toxicity of the League of Legends community doesn't even kick in until you start playing ranked anyway. My third tip is focus on getting the killing blow on the little minions called creeps above all else. The 2 biggest ways to get gold in the game are by either killing your opponents or killing creeps. And because you don't know a lot of stuff like how much damage your opponents deal, what their abilities are, and stuff like that, it's going to be much easier for you to focus on killing creeps to get more gold, get more items, and be more useful to your team, rather than having a gold income that relies on you killing other champions. Number 2 is take advantage of free week champions, and take advantage of the fact that not all of the champions are available to you. As I sort of mentioned earlier, a lot of rival games fanboys think that it's a bad thing that you have to unlock champions, and they think that makes the game pay to win or something. But this actually makes the game really, really easy for you to get into. You get to experience a variety of champions without feeling overwhelmed by the hundreds that are in the game. Make sure you take advantage of this. Play a variety of champions so you can get a feel for all the characters. Even if you don't like the one that you pick for, one specific game, you'll still be gaining knowledge on what their abilities are and what their strengths and weaknesses are. You should do this as much as possible each and every free week, at least until you find someone that you really like to play, which brings me to my number 1 tip. Find someone that you really like and stick with them. There are players out there who literally only play one champion and get extremely high rated in the solo queue ladder because of it. Playing one champion is a really good way to get good at the game quickly. You should throw in some variety, but if you find a couple champions that you really find fun to play and you start to play them over and over and over, then you'll have a much easier time leveling your summoner, you'll get much better at the game much quicker, and you'll overall just have a better experience playing the game. Then once you have a good handle on the game, you can go watch the rest of my videos and learn even more. But make sure you have fun, of course. That's the most important thing. I hope this video has helped some of you, and if you're completely new to the game and you'd like to get started playing League of Legends today, you can go ahead and click the link below. Apologies to my regular viewers if you weren't able to take much away from this, but feel free to show it to your friends if you think it would help someone get into the game, or at least help someone get a better understanding. But of course, I'll get back to my normal videos right away. Until then though, thank you very much for watching, good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.